our Virasana seat, which is our hero seat. So if you have a block or books, if you don't, take a blanket or a towel and make it like a little rectangle, and maybe make it again in another rectangle, and then maybe even again and make it like a block almost. So you either sit on one of these, two of these, a bolstered pillows, or one block or two blocks. If you have two blocks and you can't get down, make it two blocks, whatever you need to do. You have to figure out, because we're plugging in and we're sitting on that block and we're taking our knees closer together and our feet are winged out at the side. I'm going to show you on the side view, just so you can see here. Okay, so my feet are on the side, on either side of that block, and making sure your sit bones are grounded on that block. So those bones in our butt. And sit tall and pause here. We always have to center before we begin because we need to check in with our breath. So inhale, roll those shoulders up, and exhale them back. Chin is level, close down your eyes, hands rest comfortably on your thighs, and just connect with your breath just for a few breaths. You don't have to change it. You don't have to do anything. Just notice that breath is enough in yoga, because it is a moment of quiet, a moment of stillness that we never allow ourselves to really do in our day. We go all day, all day, all day, and then we say, why am I so stressed? Why do I feel this anxiety in my heart center? Is my belly hurting? It's all the moment that you don't give yourself, because we don't give ourselves permission to center and relax. And this is a half-hour class to center, stretch, reconnect with yourself, find your beautiful breath. So wonderful. And as we're here, I just want to remind you, please always move in your body where you feel comfortable. There's a place between effort and ease that is called your edge. And that is a place in yoga where only you can identify, no one else. And your edge is that place where it's before pain and uncomfortableness. And when you're pushing your body, and you have to push yourself a little bit, because otherwise you're really not doing the proper stretches. So breathing here, take a breath. Always like a little intention. You just set to yourself, maybe I'm going to stick with this class every week, even if that's your intention, and then you see it through. Or is it, I'm going to make a beautiful meal tonight? Or it could be just a wish. I want everlasting peace in my heart. Maybe it's one word, peace or love. And just send it out to the universe. Maybe it's health for someone that's in need. We always know that there are people out there in need. And seal that in and breathe here. Nicely done. We're going to come off the mat, off our blocks, take it away to the side, and then we're going to take our knees the width of the mat and toes together. We're coming into a child's pose. Just to start, walk our hands out and lowering down. If this is crunching your feet, put a blanket under it. If you can't get this low, use your block under your third eye, any level. It doesn't matter, but your third eye is the space in between, on your forehead, in between your eyes. Call it the third eye. In yoga, it's the knowledge center. It's where all of the action happens. It's our third eye. It's always looking out, even when your eyes are closed. It's our beautiful, beautiful wisdom. Breathe here. Nicely done. And inhale, we're coming on up into our tabletop. Hands are directly under your shoulders. Plug in those hands. So make sure your palms are really pressed into the mat. Open all 5 fingers and in a rotate. Just spin your upper arm where the crease of the elbow is pointing to the front of the mat and your elbows are at the back of the mat. So strong arms. We call that hugging muscle to bone. And your knees are directly under your hips, and the space in between is about in our hips distance. And if you look back, make sure you don't see your feet, which are on the floor. If you see your feet, just make sure they're straight. So plug the tops of your feet in. Beautiful job. We're going to move through a few cat-cows. Drop our heart on the toes, gaze forward. Exhale, round your spine, press the mat away. Just warming up our sacrum to start, warming up our back. Coming forward on those toes through your cow. Exhale, round, or your arching cat. Just move with your breath. Inhales forward. Exhales round. Then it warms up our whole body, cat-cow. It's a full body warm-up. Breathing here, arching and rounding. Nicely done. And back through center. We're going to plug our toes and lift our knees. Deep knee bend, downward dog. It's a downward dog with deep knees to start. Drop your head, push the mat away. Maybe start to bicycle out your legs, your feet, going on the toes, then to the heels, heels to toes, and start to straighten those legs as you do it. You get to choose. Never need a full straight leg in down dog. If you have it, great. But it is great for our hamstrings, which we're working out today even more. Drop your head, shake it yes, shake it no, but always know that child's pose where we just were. If this is too much, just go back down to child's pose. If this is too much, but you want to keep active and you don't want to be in a child's pose, be in cat-cow. Start up again, doing those rounding backs and flat backs. And pause. Maybe try to get those heels down as much as you can, though they never really do touch. Some people might be able to get them to touch. I'm still on my journey. I haven't gotten there yet. Drop your head. It's okay. Maybe a micro bend in the knees, tailbone lifts. So good for your hamstrings. Maybe come on those toes and take those heels all the way over to the right. You're opening up your side body here. Breathe into your left side body. Inhale on those toes. Those heels are now coming over to the left. Breathe into your left side body. Nicely done. Come through center. Very nice. Breathing here. And we're going to walk those hands all the way to the back of the mat and forward fold over those feet. Those feet are inner hips distance. We check with 2 fists in between. They come together and we put them in between our arches. Deep knee bend. Grab opposite elbows. Drop your head and fold. Uttanasana. Forward fold. It's also ragdoll. You don't even have to hold your elbows if you want. Just let those arms just drop down, or opposite elbows, and maybe shimmy and shake a little bit. Sway left, sway right. Shake your head yes, shake it no. No tension in your neck. Navel's in and up. That means suck it in. And recross those elbows the other way. Deep knee bend. Let your belly rest on your thighs. Really lets you protect your lower back while stretching it. So important. So also, if you can start to straighten your legs a little bit, doesn't have to be fully, that's also your hamstrings getting worked on too. And your lower back, shake your head yes and no. Find your Ujjayi breath, maybe that ocean breath, which is that breathing in through the nose and out through the nose slowly. Hear the ocean in your ears by constricting the back of your throat. It's almost like that fogging of a glass feeling. When you fog a glass, it's like that part of that ha sound, but you're doing it with your mouth closed. And forward fold. Beautiful job. Now slowly drop those hands, slowly rolling up to the top. Vertebrae by vertebrae, lifting up into our strong Tadasana, strong mountain pose. Nicely done. I'm coming around. We're going to just extend our legs out. Hands are coming to our hips. And we take our feet. This is called 5-pointed star. So our arms are out. And just notice if your feet are directly under your wrists. You can go as much or as little as feels good for you. It's our fan, coming into fan. So you can take your toes and maybe bring them in a little, like pigeon toe them. And hands are coming to your hips. Press down on your hips, heart beams forward. Roll those shoulders back, chin up, navel in. As we slowly forward fold over our legs. Now here's a wonderful time. Drop your hands to either the mat, the floor, or to blocks, usually 2 blocks, one on each side if you need it. If your hands don't touch, wonderful. Or books, or soup cans. And forward fold, keep going. Drop your head, huge hamstring open. Use your blocks. Or not. If your hands are touched and you have a bend in your elbow, then walk those hands all the way under your shoulders. Keep going. Use the mat to pull you deeper. And maybe micro bend those knees. You don't have to lock them out. Never lock out your knees in yoga. Find that slow, steady inhale through the nose and out of the nose. Slowly. We tend to hold our breath. We tend to bite down on our teeth. Your job is to slow it down. You have breath control. You can make it happen. Let your head just dangle. Don't hold it up. Not easy. Prasarita Padottanasana A. Let's walk those hands forward. Nicely done. Beautiful, beautiful job. Hands come to your hips. Really power up those thighs as you inhale, lifting up. Beautiful job. And you can heel toe your feet, up, 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 or just step up into your strong Tadasana. We're starting at the top of our mat, hands on our hips, feet are in our hips distance. If you need your blocks, take them in front, maybe on either side of the front foot or whatever you need. Inhale. We're going to take a giant step back with our left foot. Keep that little pigeon toe so it's not fully straight. It's off to the left a little. Okay, we're straightening in that front right leg. Pull that right hip back. Left hip gets pulled forward. Shoulders roll back, chin up, navel in. Heart is beaming forward. As we slowly forward fold, pull your right hip back. Right leg is straight. Knee could be straight, but maybe don't totally lock it out. Hands now start coming down to those blocks, the books, or the mat. Whatever you reach, strong arms. Inhale, lengthen, looking up, maybe on those fingertips. Now you're feeling it in your thighs. You're feeling it in your feet. Good. Leave it there. And then slowly forward fold, Parsvottanasana, triangle forward bend, or pyramid pose, they call it. Drop your head. Your head is the last thing to arrive. And pause. Huge, huge hamstring opener. When our hamstrings open up more and more, we feel lighter. There's something physical that happens in your body with your hamstrings. There's a few parts of the body that does that, and hamstrings are one of them. So breathe here, deep inhale, exhale, forward fold. Keep breathing here. Take one more breath here, let something go. I don't know why that is, but it's so wonderful. And look forward, walk those hands forward a little bit, bend that right knee, and take a small step back with your left foot and lowering down on your left knee. If you need a blanket underneath that left knee, take it. If you have a hard surface underneath, and take all 5 toes and ground them. We're in our low lunge. Drop those hips forward. The perineum is coming down. Our right knee is over right ankle. Our hands are forward, forward, forward. Stay here for a breath. Your gaze is forward. We're going to slowly rise up. Press into that right foot. Interlace your hands. Press that right knee away. Push it away as you lift your heart up. Shoulders back. Chin level. Notice what's happening with your left pinky toe. Left pinky toe. The one in the back that no one's even paying attention to. Press into it. When you press into it along the mat, all of a sudden your whole left psoas is going to feel active. Oh yeah, I know, I'm feeling it. Breathe here. You're really lunging forward in our Ajnayasana, low lunge. Breathing here. I'm going to offer up a very intense hamstring quad opener. Do not feel pressure to do it, but I'm offering it up since this is a quad class and a hamstring. So you can stay here as a wonderful option. Or you can bend that back left knee, reach back for that foot, right hand stays on that right shin, on that right knee, and pull it apart. And then the right arm lifts. I'm getting a little cramp in the back leg, so I'm lowering it down. Oh yeah. Do what feels right for you. And breathe here. Not easy, I know. And take your hands to either side. Bring your books, bring your soup cans with you on either side of that front knee, and sink your seat. You're pulling that seat back, extending that right foot, flexed in that right leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, runner stretch, inhale, lengthen, looking forward, heart forward, exhale, forward fold. Use those blocks if you need them. If you can touch the mat, then get them out of there and push yourself further. Inhale, maybe come on those fingertips. Lengthen, pull your heart forward, navel in and up. Exhale, forward fold again. And let's do it again. On those fingertips, heart forward, gaze forward. Flexed in that right foot. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe here. Decide if this is enough. You could stay here as long as you want. I'm going to do a little fun flow that we can, if you'd like, a little movement with this. If not, just stay where you are if you feel like this is wonderful. stay there. Not that that Ardha is ever wonderful, but if you want to come with me, plant that right foot. Arms are now coming up, low lunge. Been here with our hands down, but now we're going up. Exhale, hands down, pull it back. Ardha Hanumanasana, runner stretch, drop your head. We're gonna go back and forth like that a few times. Forward, plant that right foot, grounding in. The back foot is still pinky toe down, arms up, low lunge, arms up, navel in, hands come down, press back. Ardha, drop your head. And one more on your own breath. Inhales forward, arms up. Maybe the hands come together to prayer, not easy. Exhale, hands down. And coming on back, drop your head. Ardha. Nicely done. Beautiful job. Inhale, coming forward through low lunge. Tuck those back toes. And lift that back left knee. And step it up to the front, forward fold, drop your head, grab opposite elbows, and fold. Nicely done. And drop the hands, slowly rolling on up, using your navel, using your thighs. Last thing to arrive is your head, and then roll those shoulders back, top of mat, Tadasana, strong mountain, which is feet grounded, navel in, strong legs, shoulders roll back, heart forward. Really activate those legs. This is our strong mountain pose. Hands come to hips. A giant step back with your right foot and have a little pinky toe action, a little pigeon toe, and straightening in your left leg. Again, have blocks on either side of that front foot if you need it. Shoulders roll back, heart beams forward, elbows are even back. Chin is level with the mat. As you forward fold, Parsvottanasana, over the left straight leg, micro bend in that knee. Make sure your hips stay square. That's why our hands stay on our, so we don't let that right hip wing back. Pull it forward and slowly fold. Hands can come to the block or the soup cans or whatever you have. Lengthen on those fingertips. Look forward. Squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze your left big toe into the mat. The left big toe. Yep. Exhale, forward fold. Don't forget your back foot too, and let something go. Find that breath again. Don't bite down on your teeth. Take it slow. 3 counts on your inhale, 3 counts on your exhale. Hear that ocean in your ears. Not easy place to be. Parsvottanasana. Let something surrender here. The hamstrings, they say, are related to your brain. Believe it or not, like tight mind, tight hamstring. I tend to agree with that. I used to be very tight-minded. Breathe here. I still am, of course, because it's just a little bit of my personality, but this has helped me, yoga, to let things go a little bit more than you never did. Looking forward, bending that left knee, get on the ball of your right foot, take a little step back, lower down on your right knee, and low lunge on the left side. Really take all 5 toes down on the right, lunge your hands forward, maybe even get your left armpit over that left knee. That's really deep if you're able to do that. And left knee is over left ankle. Don't let your foot be further away or too close, because that's where you'll end up with knee issues. So breathe here, let's come up. Maybe interlace your hands the other way, the uncomfortable way, the way you didn't do it before. Push that thigh away. You ever feel a little weird? And roll those shoulders back. We tend to get into our patterns like a record. You see those grooves in the record? They never, ever, ever change. But we can change. We're people. So we can decide, you know what? I always interlace my hands this way. Maybe if I interlace my hands that way, something will feel different. If it feels different, then I actually can change things. That's our biggest issue as humans. We get stuck. Shoulders roll back, nicely done. And breathe. And if you like, you can reach back for that foot for the intense quad stretch that I was not able to do before, but this side is much better. And breathe. You see, every day is a new day. Yesterday I was able to do it, today I wasn't on my left side. I got a cramp. So you have to just let yourself go. Maybe lift your left arm up if you like, or push it away. You get to decide how deep you want to take this. And every day is a new day, so never beat yourself up. I did it yesterday, how come I can't do it today? Let it go, hands to each side, walk those hands back. You're on the heel of the left foot, hands are on either side or on blocks or whatever you have as your prop. Inhale, lengthen, looking forward. Here's the big part. Navel in, heart beams forward, shoulders roll back, chin is up. We're not rounding our back. We're coming down with as much of a flat spine as we can. As we lower down, it's going to get more intense. Yes, it will. Drop your head. If you have bent arms, then you really need no prop, by the way. And let yourself surrender here. A few breaths. Intense as ever. Ardha Hanumanasana. Tense runner stretch. Half runner stretch is really what it is. The full expression is the split, which we eventually can get to if we keep practicing. I know it seems crazy, but we use a block sometimes underneath our hip. We slowly get there over time if you continue this. I'm on my journey there, but I'm getting there. I'm just so surprised. I didn't think I'd ever get as far as I have, but it is a lifetime of doing it. Inhale, coming forward. Let's do a little flow if you like, coming through your low lunge, arms up. Exhale, hands to either side, through that runner's stretch again. Now it's feeling nice and juicy, warmed up. You can stay wherever you'd like, your practice. If something feels like you want to still stay, you don't have to come back and forth with me. We're in Ardha Hanumanasana, if you're with me. And one more round on your breath through low lunge, coming forward. Exhale, coming back, planting those hands and sinking your seat through your Ardha. Nicely done. Beautiful, beautiful job. And we're taking our hands to the inside, shooting that left leg back. Let's do a quick child's pose. Take our big toes to touch and sinking back for a quick child's pose. Connecting with breath, third eye to the mat. Extend those hands forward. Take a few loving breaths here. Maybe be on the balls of your fingers. Make it an active, this is called 12-pointed posture, which is basically child's pose, but you're on your fingers. So that's really activating your shoulders. You're on your fingertips, that is. And one more long, slow inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose, long and steady. Inhale, walk those hands forward. Shifting your weight to one of your hips as you extend your legs forward and pausing here. Not sure if I mentioned it would have been good to have something like a strap if you have it, but if you have a shirt, that works. If you have a blanket or anything, you can use anything if you can't touch your toes. So flexing your feet, strong legs, navel, and always have blocks and straps nearby for this class because we'll always, and blankets, if you're planning on coming every week. Sitting tall. It's always nice also if you like, if you have a block, you can put it in between your feet. It's a nice little inner hips distance. And breathe here. Flex feet, tall spine. Hands rest at the side, shoulders roll back, heart forward, a little Tadasana. Breathing here. And inhale, reach your hands up and forward fold, reaching for the outside edges of your feet, your shins. It doesn't matter where you go. If you have your strap or something, you can take that block away, probably better. And you can take that strap around the balls of your toes and hold each side. Inhale. Most important thing here is lengthening. Lengthening is navel in, shoulders roll back, chin is forward, heart is forward, and you bend your elbows as you slowly, slowly come forward, forward. When I say forward, towards those toes, flex those feet, and slowly come down, down, down. Last thing to arrive is the head towards your knees, but they never need to touch. And breathe here. Big, big hamstring stretch. Big stretch for your lower back, those the lumbar spine, L1, L2. So good. Need that. Inhale, coming up, nicely done. Let's take that right foot, bring it on in, and take that right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh, as high up as you can. Now we're here. Take your hands to either side. Lift up. You see how I can go into it with a rounded back? Nope, I am purposely heart forward. If you're feeling like you're tilting back, this is where the blanket comes in at any height. You can lift your seat at any point and just have it on, you can sit on the edge of it. The whole point of a blanket is not just for a comfy, warm seat. It's to tilt your perineum towards this way. So we don't just sit on it because, oh, I like blankets. You want to be on the edge of the blanket. So it actually creates a tilt. So you see I'm on the edge. I'm not really on any of this part. That's for later when you're relaxing, okay? So right arm lifts up, really lift it, extend it, and take it over to the left shin as you slowly, slowly let it roll down as far as it goes, is wherever is your edge. So mine is grabbing hold of that foot, but yours might be just at the shin. Pause where your gaze is forward. You're feeling it in your side body, you're feeling it in your hamstrings. Pause here. Left hand could cross over right, like X marks the spot, and grab whatever you have. I'm able to interlace my hands at my back of my foot, but you may not be able to. It doesn't matter. Inhale, pull your heart forward and drop your head. Janu Shirshasana. Intense hamstring stretch, intense side body stretch, all happening at once. And breathe here. Not easy place to be. Inhale, coming on up. Let's just take that right leg and put it down on the floor. Take your palm, put it in between that foot and that shin, or that thigh, excuse me, and just make sure it's a palm's distance. Hug with the left arm around that right knee. Right arm can come either up first if you like, or just plant it behind you as a second spine. It's like your support. But don't use that as your only support. Heart beams up first, grounding in your sit bones, and look over your right shoulder. Find a little twist while you're here. If you feel you can go deeper, flex in that left foot, by the way. The foot you don't see always is active. If you want to take it deeper, you can take the outer edge of your left arm to the outside of your right knee or thigh. And stop sign that hand, keep looking. Inhales, when I say lengthen, it means deep inhale. Exhale, press into your hand into that and push yourself deeper. Your job is to make yourself move deeper into the asanas. And you use your breath to do it. That's why I find it very important to cue every breath here. Beautiful job. Exhale, coming back through center. Extend that right leg. Let's inhale. Again, decide if you're on that blanket, make it work for you or not. You get to decide. Inhale, lift that left foot in, and I'm going to show you this way. And you're taking your left leg in and you're placing it inside your right thigh as you look over that leg, and you take that back arm, leave it there, twisting, taking your left hand as you slowly go down that right leg. Keep going, going, going as far as you can. Then cross that back arm wherever it falls. Inhale, look forward, gaze forward, exhale, forward fold. Your head goes to wherever it went last time or the new spot, and find what you find. Breathe here, Janu Shirshasana, tense, I know. Breathe here. Inhales and exhales. Coming back up, sitting up. Let's just take that left sole to the mat. Take your hand, put it in between your thigh and your foot. That's about the right distance. Right arm hugs left knee. Left arm shoots up and then comes back down. Use that left hand. Press into the mat. Sit tall, heart forward. Shoulders can roll back. Navel could still be in and up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. If you have it available, like to take your right elbow and wedge it in to the outer edge of your left knee or thigh and stop sign that hand. That helps move you deeper. And don't forget that right foot. Is it winged out? Pull it in and up. Tight right leg. Everything is active in yoga. Inhales, lengthen, exhales, twist. Beautiful. One more breath. And back through center. Letting it all go. Nicely done. Let's come on down. Let's just take our knees to the right and to the left just for another breath or two. And we're coming low, 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 low down. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a loving hug. Let's do a little twist to close up this practice. Drop both knees over to the right. Tee out the arms. Open. Gazes over left arm. Let it moment go. Breathing here. And come back through center. Knees come through center and over to the left. Both knees to the left. Maybe your left hand is on the outside edge of your right near thigh, gazes over right shoulder. And find a little sublime twist. Beautiful job, everyone. Hug it all in. One more hug. Maybe make circles one way, make circles the other. And just pause just for a few breaths. Extend those legs. Hands rest at the side just for a breath. We're not going to stay very long. Let's just take one big cleansing slow breath in through the nose and let it out of your mouth. One more time. Deep inhale. Let it out of your mouth. Maybe make some noise if you need. Really let that anxiety or stress out. One more breath here. So good. Really just feel good to let out some air. Take a moment. Pause. When you're ready, hug your knees into your chest. Rocking one way, rocking the other, slowly rolling onto one side, and push yourself up to a seated position, cross-legged seat, which is called our Sukhasana seat. If you need that blanket under your seat, take it. Lift your seat. Now you can have a little more comfort if you need. And hands rest on your knees, shoulders roll back, chin level. Close down your eyes, maybe take your hands to heart center, acknowledging yourself for showing up for your 30-minute stretch today, bowing your chin to your heart center. So wonderful to make time for yourself, for your breath, for just you. Hope you bring this feeling of peace, love, openness off your mat into every wonderful day of your living. Thank you for your beautiful practice. See you next week. Namaste.